Okay, good morning, LMA. How are you doing?
Okay.
Doing okay? We're going to go over what's called the Canadian Occupational Performance Measure today. And I'm just going to ask you a couple of questions just to see where you're at right now, see if you're experiencing any issues just in your daily life. And we're going to do this as a team, so I'm going to show you everything I'm writing down. But basically, we're just trying to identify, those problems that you're having daily. Because we know we want to get you back where you were, living a good quality of life. So we're just gonna go ahead and start with personal care. Are you experiencing any issues with dressing, bathing, feeding?
No.
Hygiene? No issues there. Okay. So what about functional mobility? Experiencing any issues walking, getting around?
No.
Throughout your house? No issues there? Good. Good, you're still on your feet. All right, community management, transportation, do you have any issues with that?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
Shopping, finances?
Yeah, finances and transportation.
Struggling with some of that?
Yeah.
Okay. What about work? Have you been able to find a job?
That's a struggle for me because it's hard for me to keep a job if I do find one.
Right, I understand. What about household management? Cleaning, laundry, cooking, how are you doing with that?
I can do that.
Doing good?
Yeah.
Good. And then, you don't go to school right now, right?
Right.
Okay. So what about hobbies? You have any hobbies you like to do? Any type of craft, reading?
Yeah, I used to be sew a little bit, but
did you?
Yeah, I
don't really do that anymore.
Just life is too busy.
Yeah, that's understandable. And then, do you like to travel? Get out much? No.
No.
And then how about socialization? Do you get out with friends? Phone calls?
No, I don't. I actually have a telephone.
Don't have a telephone. Okay.
I don't have a social life at all.
Okay. So we're just gonna start back from the beginning, and I'm gonna go through all those things that I mentioned. And you're just gonna rate them for how important they are to you specifically. Like, do you wanna focus on that within your intervention? What do you find most important? So as far as personal care, dressing, bathing, feeding, hygiene, how important is that right now for you?
Probably a 1, I can do that.
You can do that? Okay, functional mobility, getting in and out, walking?
A 1.
1, that's good. What about transportation, shopping, finances? How important is that for you?
10.
10?
You'd
like to be able to do more of that?
Yeah, like with my money.
Right. Okay, what about jobs, finding work, volunteering? 10?
Yeah, I need to keep a job. I need to get out there.
Right. Okay. And then a household management, cleaning, cooking?
Probably a 2.
2? And you're not in school right now, right? Okay. Hobbies, craft, how important is that to you?
A 1.
1. Don't really do a lot of that.
No.
Active recreation, sports, outings.
1.
Are you interested in that 1? And then socialization. You mentioned not having a telephone. Is it important for you to?
Maybe a 7.
7? Okay, so I'll just show you right here. We'll look at the things you found most important probably are your finances. You're struggling with that right now. Transportation, you want to be able to do more of that. Keeping a job, and you don't have a phone, and you want to get out there more. You want to socialize a little bit more.
Yeah.
Okay. So as far as those specific areas, I'm gonna hand you this sheet. How are you doing in those? How are you performing in those specific areas? 1 being not able to do it, and 10 being really good at doing it.
Okay.
So as far as finances, how are you performing in keeping up with your finances?
3.
3, okay. And then transportation, can you transport a lot?
Maybe a 4.
4. Keeping a job.
I guess a 3.
3. And then not having a phone, how does that affect your performance?
It doesn't really. Maybe in the middle, like a 5.
5. And then as far as your social life, how do you feel you're doing there?
Probably the same, a 5.
5.
In the middle.
Okay. Alright, now I'll take that back from you and I'll give you this. This one is for satisfaction. How satisfied are you with these specific areas? So 1 being not satisfied at all and 10 being highly satisfied.
Okay.
So with your finances, how not
1.
1, okay. For your transportation, what's your satisfaction there?
2.
2. You'd like to be able to get out more.
Mm-hmm.
And then keeping a job, how do you feel?
2.
2. Not having a telephone, what do you
5.
5. And then as far as your social life?
5.
5. Okay, that's good. All right, so I'm just gonna keep this with me and that will help me plan out what we're gonna do. We're gonna focus on those areas and we'll help you get back to having that good quality of life that you're looking for. So thank you so much for coming.
Yeah.